Matthew Bergeron, our guest now, as we talk offensive line and offense in general, with the Orange taking on Florida State in the Dome this Saturday. And Matthew, we're thinking about last time we talked, hey, you're maybe anticipating a change in the line with Kalen Ellis unable to go, and Dakota moves over, and Enrique Cruz into right tackle. You represent continuity there, right? Is there a sense of that? I mean, because it is important, and it's really part of why you were successful early in the year, to enjoy the same starting five.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think, Coach Schmidt and Coach and I, they all did a good job with the communication standpoint. And I think Enrique Cruz got in there, and, man, he did a wonderful job, didn't panic, did what he had to do, and play hard. So I'm really proud of him. And, Dak came left guard, did what he had to do too. So I think it shows like we're a pretty solid group, and, we're working well with each other.
You're in the prime position, in the NFL, the highest paid offensive lineman's the left tackle. I'm sure that's not lost on you because he protects the blind side of a right-handed quarterback. You have two right-handed quarterbacks that are playing now, certainly different quarterbacks. We always talk about that. What do you sense when changes are made, and if Garrett's unable to go and Carlos is back there, and obviously you're talking about different voice and cadence?
Most definitely, you got to get used to that different voice, different cadence that Carlos brings. But I think what's good about Carlos is he brings a certain energy to the offense. Always happy, always, smiling and stuff, and that's good. In tough times, it was a tough game against Pitt, but he was always smiling, always cheering guys up, supporting guys up, and I think that's what you need in the offense.
What about the sense to the right of you there, even if it's the same guys in a different combination? How long does it take to mesh and to understand where you need to be, particularly in run blocking, because that's where you guys could use a boost right now?
Most definitely. I mean, it takes a long time, but I think, every week we're coming in that week, expecting to run the ball. And I think, Tuesday through Friday, we're working together as a whole, especially to build that connection between those two guys. And like I said, Blyche and Cruz, it was Cruz's first start, and I think they did a pretty good job. And they're going to build off that too. So I'm expecting a pretty good performance out of those two this weekend.
Yeah, it's interesting you point that out. So Tuesday through Friday, you're working on it. Saturday is the test, and we all see the results. Sunday, you get kind of told the results by the coaches, and Monday is maybe a recovery day and that kind of thing. So throughout that, are you sensing that there are answers, and what do you feel like when you look at the last couple of weeks and the issues in the run game? What are you finding?
I'm finding, that there's a lot of misassignments and stuff, and, guys missing block. And I think the problem last week is, that defensive front brought a great energy, and we couldn't match that energy. And I think that's something we're working on, just finishing blocks, playing longer, tougher. And I'm hopeful that we'll put out a better performance this Saturday.
And that's expected against Florida State because there's always dudes there.
Almost definitely. It feels like, for the past 5 weeks, it feels like we're playing a pretty good defensive front, talented. So Florida State, they got some dogs in the front four, and it's going to be a dogfight, but I'm pretty confident in me and my guys.
Well, part of playing at this level, right? It's what you signed up for, is to play at the highest level of college football.
Most definitely, and that's what it feels like playing the ACC. Every week you're going to play some elite pass rusher, some elite run blocker, and you just got take your game to that next level.
When you come home, Matthew, this is the only dome game. You had so many in a row. There were 4 in a row at one point. This is the only dome game in the last kind of stretch run of the season. Is there something about channeling that energy? What is it that gives you confidence here that you can kind of stop a little bit of the bleeding on the schedule?
I mean, those fans have been, at home, they've been doing an incredible job, just being loud and, cheering, supporting us, throughout all those home games. And, for myself, it's going to be my last home game. So I'm pretty excited. It's going to be an emotional night, but I'm pretty excited. I had my first start against Florida State, and my last home game is against Florida State. So it's going to be a pretty cool night.
Yeah, and Florida State's coming in hot right now. They put it on Miami on the weekend.
Most definitely. Like I said, they got a momentum right now, and we just got to make sure that we stop it.
Sure. Let's finish with a thought on that senior day, and specifically the senior walk, which has been instituted here in your time in the program in recent years by Coach Babers. And it's the idea that now, especially because it's after the game, all is said and done, and you still have football to be played after this one. You've got 3 games remaining after the Florida State game. But a last chance, your dome playing time basically is over, but you can kind of relax for a minute and kind of go out and see the people. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. You know, fans been supporting me and my family ever since we got on campus, man. They've done a great job, and I think just, you know, obviously the season's not over after this game, but just, you know, saying goodbye to our fans, because, you know, it's not everybody that got a chance to travel to Wake Forest and Boston College after this week, but just saying goodbye, you know, and just talking about certain memories with the fan, and that means a lot to me.
All right, Matthew, I don't want to get lean too hard into the senior day stuff here because, you know, we appreciate all that you've done for the program and all that. So let me just say that quickly, but there's a lot of football left to be played, so let's not get quite on that page just yet. Best of luck on the weekend, all right?
Most definitely. Thank you.
That is Matthew Bergeron, the Orange's stud left tackle. It's the Cuse and Florida State this Saturday in the Dome.